Models Inc. family. My name is Nicole, and this is
Sherrie.
We are popping on here for a new episodes. I think we're gonna do little short videos called Ask Your Agent, because you may have some questions and want to know some things about the agency. And this we figured would be a quick, easy way for you to get to know us. So I'm Nicole. I work here at the agency, and I am also a talent. So I have done all the fun stuff that y'all get to do as well. And who are you? Tell us.
I am Sherrie. I am the owner and agent at Models Inc. Talent Agency.
Awesome. She's the one that signs all your contracts in the beginning. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna ask her some questions. So this 2020 was crazy, right? With COVID and everything, and so the industry has done a kind of a big, huge shift, right?
Yes.
With COVID, and so now that June 15th came around, everything opened up a little bit more. What does that look like on set as an actress, as a model? How's COVID looking on set?
On set, you might be able to share that. On our end,
Okay.
Clients have very strict safety protocols. They're requiring talent to either have a COVID test, which is negative, before they can go on set, or bring a vaccination card. Some clients will have you fill out a form stating that you haven't been sick or around anyone that's been sick, and then they'll take your temperature when you get on set.
Okay, so that's kind of the pre-head, or pre-going to your job.
Is that what happened with you when you've gone on set?
Yeah, so I've done quite a few things during, when we were shelter in place a little bit throughout. And yes, so we had to do COVID tests before we went on set, before a fitting, and then some even required that I did a 15-minute rapid test when I got on set. And that's the same for children. My children are with the agency, so they were required. It was really easy. We've talked about it, and some were even spit ones. And some allowed for me to provide the test myself. So it was my responsibility to find a test site, get the test done, and bring it in. And there's lots of different places now where you can get those tests. So that's kind of what it looked like for me. And yes, some don't require a test, but you do have to sign, I haven't been sick and I haven't been around anybody that I know has COVID, things like that, kind of things that you'll see anyway. So that's what it's looking like on set. And then as far as everyone's wearing masks. So still everybody wears masks. And if you are filming as the talent, you typically don't film with your mask on. Some stuff I've done where I wear the mask and then, we take pictures with the mask on and then we take them off. So we've done that. But when they do that, they announce it, talent is taking off masks. Everybody is make sure they're far enough away from me. And what's great is that they will wear a mask and a shield. And this was, during vaccinations coming out, so that may lighten up a little bit, but just be prepared for that, I think. But I always felt comfortable and completely safe, even with my whole family. And what's awesome is that, and you can even touch on this, that a lot of times now the agents or the clients are booking real families because you're all potted together.
Yes.
So we know babies and children aren't being vaccinated, and even as an adult you may not want to get vaccinated yet. So they're booking your whole family, which has been awesome for us. I have 3 little kids and my husband does it as well. So you're doing that. So that's kind of nice. Is that kind of what it's looking like across the board? Yeah.
Yes. So It's very important that you have a great family photo up on your Skybolt. It doesn't have to be professional. You can have someone use your smartphone and take a up-close family photo. Put it on Skybolt.
Yeah. And a little tip, do them as often as you can. Don't wait until you go have your professional photos. My kids just know if we're dressed, going somewhere, mom's gonna take a picture. And I'll have someone ask them to take a picture of us because my youngest is 2. So she changes rather quickly. And my son is 7 and he's losing teeth left and right. And so the clients need to see a picture of what they look like now. So if I'm showing a picture where I got an 18-month-old in my hands that I took last year, it's not accurate, and I know that, one, the client would be upset if I showed up and I didn't have the 18-month-old. I now have a 2.5-year-old, right?
Right.
So take those pictures. We don't mind, right? On Skybolt, we can approve them, and if we don't like the picture or we think, I like the other one better and you still look the same, we'll just delete it.
Right.
Which is awesome. So that's kind of what I'm doing here at the agency too. So if you have a question about a picture you submit, put it up on Skybolt. What's great is we have to go in and click approve. We can look at it and then we arrange your media and like what we want to be at the top. Don't worry, we put the family photos down at the bottom. And we tag it, so if you want to be submitted, tell them about that. I think this was cool. I did not know this. How when you tag a photo and you want to submit somebody,
Yes.
you know, that one comes up. So this is cool. Tell them.
Yes, so we have a new feature on Skybolt that if a client reaches out and they want a real family, I can do a search on Skybolt to find the families. There's a little button that we push, so all the family photos pop up to the front. So when I send that link out to clients and they receive it, they open it up and they see family photos first. If they want to see more images of you as an individual talent or more family photos, they'll click on it and go through your media.
Yeah.
So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I can't even stress the importance. If your family members are available, please, please, please add a family photo to your Skybolt.
And that's a good thing to touch on because I had an uncle that would always play like my grandfather, right? And so we have pictures up on Skybolt of him, and I booked stuff with him as my dad multiple times. We did a Honda commercial when I think I was 17. He got to play my dad, even though he's my uncle, as that real family, which was awesome. But now he moved to Texas, so I had to take that photo off. But I also got me thinking, okay, if my dad is not available to do these, who would be a cool family member that could easily play my dad?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So take a picture
proxy
with
parent.
him. Yes. I even had a proxy husband when my husband refused to do this stuff, and I said, look at you, we're missing out on all these things. So there was a talent that would play my husband, but now that we have kids and my husband's all about it, we absolutely love it and love doing it with the kids, and he has fun. It's really just like a fun experience, like to go to this film or a commercial, anything with your kids. Like, I absolutely love it. I think it's really, really cool. So,
I love it too. I
yeah.
get just excited when our talent book.
Yeah. So that is a cool feature, making sure your pictures are up there. What if it's like a sister that is in college or a kid that's going out to college? Should I include her in my pictures?
Only if she's going to be available if the family is chosen.
Right.
So a lot of times what I'll do is if you've let us know that you have a family member in college or maybe that lives kind of far away, we'll only submit on really high paying family projects so that it's worth it for that one family member to come back or to miss a day of work.
Yeah, or tell your child, you're away at college, take a family photo without that child in it, and then take another one with them in it, and put it up online on Skybolt. And then we can choose. Tell the client, hey, you know, college sister is away and not available. And it also will kind of allow us, I didn't realize this, but breakdowns, sometimes they ask for what are the age ranges, right? Because I have 3 children, but they don't book all of us every time. We still have yet to be booked, all 5 of us. I'm waiting for it, waiting for it. But how do the breakdowns work with ages? If you've got multiple kids or 1 or 2?
Yeah, so the client will give us specific ages and specific sizes. So it's really, really important that you do size updates on Skybolt at least once a month. As an adult, if you have a drastic look change, let's say you color your hair, you cut it, you lost a lot of weight, you gained a little weight, whichever, if you have a look change, you have to update your photos.
Okay.
So the client's going to give us what's called a breakdown, and they go into detail.
Okay.
So they'll say, we want parents to be certain age. We want a family that has 2 kids that are between the ages of 4 and 8. So I might be submitting your family and you have 2 between 4 and 8 and another one that's 2. So when I submit your family photo, the client's going to know that 2-year-old is not in that age range, and they may book just the 2 kids that are age range and mom and dad.
Okay.
Another thing that we've had lately is they've asked for grandparents. So if you have grandparents that are local, willing to shoot with your family, if you could add a photo of them as well, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I love it. And they love it. I could even talk about the one that I just did with my grandma. I had my grandma and 2 of my cousins who are teenagers, and we all got to shoot together where they still wanted a real family, and she said she liked me and my husband's look and said, hey, do you have
a local
cousins or somebody that could be teenage daughters and a grandmother? We need a grandmother. And so we got to put that together, and because of COVID, it was easy. It was great. So me and my husband, my 2 cousins got to play the teenagers, and my grandmother got to be in it. So we want to know. So that's the biggest thing, right? Is to
Yes.
let us know. And the
Yes.
easiest way to do that is putting a picture up on Skybolt. Put their name, who they are, so that we're not calling you and be like, you know that picture you submitted, like, you know,
Who is that?
yeah, and then they're like, oh, that's my aunt, but she doesn't live here. That we get, and it's very frustrating because we've already sent your pictures. So we need people who are available, right? That's
Yes.
more important than anything. If you have a child that absolutely says, no, mom, I don't want to do that, don't include them in your pictures, and it's okay, because they need to want to do it for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Another major change in this industry is that casting agents and clients are no longer seeing talent in person.
Yeah.
So I look at it as being positive and great because you don't have to drive and go find parking and get in line and go to the casting, and you're doing your own self-tape, so you can do it several times. So there's been times when talent would go on a casting and they would come back and call me and say, I messed up. In this case, you won't, because you get to record yourself,
Right.
and shoot it over. So right now clients are asking for current headshots and self-tapes. So even if you could do your self-tapes in advance, upload them to Skybolt, clients will maybe reach out, like with your family. We saw the videos, we saw their photos. Here's some specific information. Can you send this to the Korea family so that they can shoot this?
Yeah, I like that.
And then they'll do a self-tape, send it in. And we usually will have a request for several families. So we give them the specific information, self-record, send it in.
Right.
The faster, the better.
I learned that. I did. I learned that.
We've had clients that got like the first two and said, I love this family, we'll book them. And then the other families that were waiting never even got a chance. Everything's so fast in this industry.
That's true. That's true, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be like, oh my gosh, I gotta go and curl my hair and put on all my makeup and give my kid a bath and call my husband. It's just grab your phone, get good lighting, solid background like we have here, and just on a whim, just video it and get it back to us as soon as possible.
Great. I love those tips. Thank you. I hope that helped you kind of what the industry is looking like right now. Hopefully we'll be able to get some of these videos out, and I don't want to make them super long, but we'll chat next on what to do as a talent. How do you have an online database? What do I do? So that's going to come up next. So hopefully that will help you as well. But thanks for chatting. And if you have a question that you would love to ask your agent, submit it to us, okay? Please let us know, and then we can feature it, and maybe we'll do some fun stuff. We even have you on here, and you can ask your agent. That would be kind of cool, or do a split screen, something like that. But definitely send us your questions. What do you want to know about the industry? What do you want to know? All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.